Hey guys, Mr. Bess here. I missed you all at school today, and I do want you to be aware and ready that there is a tropical storm warning for our area. We're about to watch a newscast on the weather about that. Um, we have not studied weather yet, but it is a big part of our fifth grade science curriculum, and I'm going to make a lighthearted video right now just for fun. But leading up to weather, I do want you to realize the severity of what is about to happen in our area. I don't want you to be scared, but I want you to be cautious. I want you to take it seriously. Storms can hurt us, and we have seen that time and time again. I remember when I was little, I don't even know if it was right before kindergarten, but I think it might have been my kindergarten year. We had a Hurricane Hugo, make its way inland. And I remember sheltering with my family during that storm and how scared I was as a 5 year old. Um, I don't want you guys to be scared, but I do want you to take note of this storm. Watch the weather with your family if you can. This is a great time to be watching weather events leading up to when we start weather at school. But this is just a preview. I do want my presentation here to be kind of lighthearted and funny, but again, do not test weather. Okay, it can be dangerous. I want you guys to stay safe, but I do hope you enjoy the video I'm about to make. So, without further ado, I'm going to cut to Meteorologist Bess and let him talk to you. Yes, welcome to the Meteorology Report with Meteorologist Bess, also known as the man in the yellow jacket or the man in the yellow coat, not to be confused with Curious George's, I guess, pet dad. But it is me, Meteorologist Bess, here with you with Eric Thomas, and we are about to give you a look at what is to come in your area for the coming hours and the day tomorrow. So please be ready and watch this video with me. Over to you.
Gulf Shores, Alabama. You see the camera jostling there in the wind. The governor, as we mentioned earlier, has declared a state of emergency because Zeta, which has already made landfall, could be coming right over neighbors there along Gulf Shores. This is a very, very strong storm for so late in the season. Let's check with our chief meteorologist, Eric Thomas. He's live in the First Alert Weather Center, and everybody here in the WBTV viewing area really needs to be concerned about how Zeta affects us.
Yeah, there's potential for flooding, Maureen. There's potential for widespread wind damage, and there's the potential for isolated severe weather damage, even if not isolated tornadoes over the next 18 hours. Looks like the first half of the day tomorrow will be the highest risk time frame. In the meantime, live data at 6:19. You see the showers that are now moving out of the viewing area, out of Iredell, Alexander County, but we have this heavy band that is just spearheading right back into York County, moving at about 20 miles per hour to the northeast. So Sharon, York, Newport, Rock Hill, Fort Mill, you're in the path of that here over about the next hour, hour and a half. Meanwhile, the eye of the storm has moved inland over Louisiana, about 55 miles now to the south-southwest of New Orleans, and moving very quickly at about 25 miles per hour, and it is expected to accelerate even faster, which is going to be putting it right up here in the Carolinas over about the next 12 to 18 hours. So again, we've already seen one batch of rain move through, and there is plenty more to come.
Here's Lincoln County down here. See my pointer.
They already posted the flash flood watch in anticipation of 3, 4, maybe 5 inches of rain before this is all over across the high country, Allegheny, Ashwaubenon, Avery, and then of course you have Wilkes, Caldwell, Burke, and McDowell counties. That through tomorrow, about 500,000 people affected by that. If that's not enough, look at this, a tropical storm warning affecting almost 1 million of our viewers here from the mountains, foothills, all the way down into the greater Charlotte area. We could be seeing wind gusts easily as high as 50 miles per hour, if not even higher than that. I'll show you some model data coming up. And no, the eastern counties, you're not left out of this either. You're not in the tropical storm warning, but you are in the wind advisory. And basically, it's close to the same thing. We're looking for wind gusts as high as 45 miles per hour in this area. For example, Union, Stanley, Anson, Richmond. You have Lancaster, Chesterfield in South Carolina with that. So let's talk about the rain first. Here we go. You'll already see way out ahead of it. The rain could start building up in the foothills and the mountains again. That's because the broad circulation around this is going to be pushing that air uphill. Anytime you can get the air to rise, you're going to start getting clouds and rain forming. So, yes, the mountains do stand to see the most rain. And then the actual core of the storm comes through around daybreak, and it's going to be a mess here. Again, concentrated in the mountains and also the foothills during the morning hours. Somebody could even pop a severe thunderstorm out of that, an isolated tornado. Looks like we wind down pretty quickly during the afternoon hours. Now, in terms of those totals, as I've already hinted at, maybe an inch, probably closer to a half inch in Charlotte, but 3 or 4 not out of the question in the high country, and may see very little to the east. So at least you get a bit of a break there if you do live east of Charlotte. Now, nobody's going to get a break from the wind.
Folks, I apologize for that interruption. Inadvertently, our upstairs newscaster, Noella, was attacked by a spider smaller than the tip of my pinky, and it has scared her, and she came running through the studio. Sorry about that, folks. I guess that's why we shouldn't hire 7-year-olds to be newscasters. Okay, back to this weathercast.
In the morning, this is the first 50-mile-an-hour wind gust I've seen around Shelby, but look at this, how sobering. Might see 60 to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning in some of our areas, especially west of Charlotte. By noon, things begin to back off just a little bit, and then, of course, they back off rapidly during the afternoon hours and then beyond. All right, so again, the time frame for the highest risk of severe and damaging weather right there, that red-hot area, it's going to be late tonight and then into the early hours on Thursday. Okay, 7-day first alert forecast. And the other headline here is definitely going to be the temperature drop as we drop it down into the 50s and lows in the 30s here as we kick off the new work week. Stay tuned.
Live.
Okay, guys, that's right. You heard it here first. Again, I am Meteorologist Bess, and I will be seeing you on the flip side. Wait, what's that? Yes, Doris. Yes, there's a message from Richie. Okay, what is it, Doris? Yes, Doris. Oh, we have some people live on site in Lincoln County. Okay. Yes, and the first one is Bessie, a senior citizen lady from Vail, North Carolina. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have an update. We will be going live now to Vail, North Carolina to meet with Bessie, a senior citizen who will be bringing us an on-site report.
Well, Lordy be, I know that y'all had to come out here and see me today, and I'm just so grateful that you had to come out here to Vail. Let me tell you, the wind is really already just picking up. You can hear it blowing. I hope you can hear me. It's going to blow the leaves off the trees, and Lord knows I hope it don't blow the leaves off my mask.
Bessie, I hate to contradict you there, but I know you are on site there in Vail, North Carolina, in Lincoln County. However, you do realize the wind has not started yet and isn't expected to pick up until tomorrow morning about 9 o'clock.
Young man, do not get fresh with me. As you can see, I am clearly here in Vail, and you can see my tassels blowing in the wind. I saw it firsthand on that newscast you're running, and I can see it now. I can see it clearly. Can you not see my tassels blowing in the wind?
Yes, Bessie, I do see that, and I am showing a little concern. I really thank you for being on our newscast today, but we pride ourselves here at WBTV for putting out real forecasts, and I'm not exactly sure what you have going on there in Vail at this time.
Young man, I already warned you not to get fresh with me, and I'm telling you right now, if you don't need to go out and get nothing, you better not go out because it is terrible out here in Bell, North Carolina. It is just so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for this inaccurate report. We have cut the live feed with Bessie as it became obvious that she was staging hurricane force winds with her Revlon hair dryer. So, I would like to report for those of you in Vale, no worries as of yet. As I said earlier, the storm should not arrive until early in the morning and be at its worst first thing in the morning. Please stay alert and aware. What's that? Yes, Doris. Well, Doris, I would love to go live to Lincoln over near Love Memorial Elementary School. I would love to do that, Doris. But you do realize the last guest we had on was a little confused. Yes, Doris, she did use a hair dryer to try to trick us. Oh, Richie says he has a better. Richie has a more reliable source near Love Memorial. Okay, if you insist, Doris. Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. We do have a more reliable source in Lincoln, North Carolina, near Love Memorial Elementary School, and we will be live on the scene with Bess in just a second. Hey, it's Bestalon here, and I really do appreciate you fancy newscasters and meteorologists coming on down here to Lincoln, North Carolina. See, we're planning on having this tropical storm warning, and it's coming through, and yeah, yeah, it's coming. I think its name is Catherine Zeta Jones, I think is its name. And it's at the Gulf Coast now. And old Catherine Zeta Jones, she's a pretty good actress, but she's gonna be tearing it up through here, just wreaking havoc on the coast right now as we speak. And she'll be up here to Lankerton. And by the time she gets here, she's gonna be a tropical storm. But I mean, we're gonna have to be careful out here, because I mean, if you ain't gotta go to the store, I suggest you just stay in your house and you just hunker down now with your family and check on your loved ones. You hear? Bestalon, thank you for that very important information, and I am so glad that you have accurate information on site right away. Let me ask you, what are your plans tomorrow? Well, that fancy new interim superintendent they got up at Lincoln County Schools. I think his name is Dr. Ern Allen. He says that maybe you should be safe and maybe you should be dry. And so I don't even plan to walk out to my car because if I go out there, sugar melts. It will dissolve. Sugar will dissolve in the raindrops, and I will dissolve. And not only that, but I ain't as big as I used to be. As you can see, I am losing some weight. And if I do have to go to my car, I might have to tie a brick around my waist so I don't blow away. Because, them wingers, them will blow me away. But for real and for serious and for honest truth, Bestalon, take it from me. I had a trampoline one time and it rolled down through the yard. So if you got your stuff out in your yard, like you might got your lawn chairs out there, you might got your table or your umbrella, you and that reminds me, I got all my stuff out there and I'm gonna have to go secure that stuff because you can just never tell when that wind's gonna take it and turn it into a torpedo. And the next thing you know, it just goes crashing through stuff. And we don't want nothing destroyed because on account of this. So just stay safe. Remember, don't go to your car because you might get wet and we're going to stay dry. I do not even like to take the dog out in this kind of weather. The best thing I can do is just stay right here in the house and just watch it rain. And when that wind picks up, see, every little youngin' in the house will come running down the stairs to their mommy and daddy. So you just be ready for it. Your children are coming. They're going to be scared. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard firsthand from Bestalon some good advice. You should maybe secure loose objects around your home, but the best thing to do is not to panic. Remain calm and remember this too shall pass. This is Meteorologist Bess reporting. Over and out. Hey guys, Mr. Bess again. Well, that was one more of a news report, weather report, and I am so glad they had on site advice to help us. The main thing you can do, really and truly, is secure the stuff around your house and just talk to your parents to make sure your family's prepared in case of an emergency. Again, don't be scared, but don't be foolish either. Take care with this storm, watch what it's doing, listen to the weather, make sure that you stay updated, and I hope to see you all back safe and sound at school on Friday.